You don't say to mama, you don't read. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality scan, nigga area biafra phobia mentality. See, set mazin nam the canu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra. Chuko kika biama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Utman down Fodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the house. Marigi and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom. Jawe must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulani.
Yeah, Otutoma. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, Biafrans, friends of Biafra. Welcome to this morning. This is a morning where I actually thought I could just open the mic this morning. And for your information, every program I have, my mic is always open. Those that have my numbers, you can always call. And if I put up the link, you should know that you can come in. Needless of always saying, come in. Because I know that Biafrans are all awake and ready at all time. So when I am live and direct, if the link is not there, you can call me and get involved in the live program. But meanwhile, this morning, as I was just preparing myself to come and open the mic this morning, I heard this smart ADEYEMI. It is an old video, I know, but it is so fresh as he's speaking like he was crying in the National Assembly of the Zoo for one Nigerianist. This morning, I'm actually addressing the one Nigerianist. This morning, those one Nigerians. If you will listen to Sam Smart ADEYEMI and you are not going to be like him, then you are a bandit. Before we hit it, let us pray.
Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etu gị ezi ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị Igbo wee tụọ gị ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. N'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu, ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji ama mgbe niile. N'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ebezuga gị, anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile, anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikunye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise.
Ndewo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ndewo onye ndu. And please, in case you may forget, today is Monday, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's day. And I want you to know that all over Biafra land, all over Biafra land, Biafrans are still sitting at home. Yes, yes, yes. Biafrans are doing what? They are still sitting at home. So that, remind the zoo, remind them. We are no longer telling Biafrans, you must sit at home, you must sit at home. It has become a tradition. Until the lion of Biafra, until the Ohamadike steps his feet on Biafra land, or steps his feet on a free land, a free zone, where he will be able to address Biafrans and tell them, we are going home. And he's not being cajoled by a DSS uncircumcised bingo. Biafrans continue to sit at home every Monday, like today. Ohamadike Ndibo. Nigeria, let the child of heaven, the leader of the Biafran people, let him go. Let him go. Thank you for joining me this morning. There are so many people already on the platform that are even writing up and greeting. I already identified Chikwe Davidson. I already also identified Gaddafi of Biafra. My brother, thank you for joining. Chikwe, thank you for joining. I see you. Izuchuku, I cite you this morning. Ndewo, Gaddafi of Biafra. Ndewo, Nwa Chineke. Ndewo, Arau Ture. Big boy, Ndewo, thank you for joining me this morning. To next, Ogugwa. To next, thank you for joining me. You said somewhere, I saw your comment, you said you chose to remain neutral. One day, when I saw that your comment, I was bamboozled. How can you remain neutral in such a time as this? I was listening to one shameless, unidentified, shameless bingo on his platform. You wrote there and said, I remain neutral. One day, you for my hand. Ezioku Bundo, thank you for joining me this morning. God of your Biafra, I cite you. You are welcome this morning. Thank you. Nandiogu, I bless you. Thank you so much. We are all here. Plan B, thank you for joining me this morning. Divine Jesus, you are welcome. Ndewo. I want to play this message from Adeyemi Smart, an Afonja man, shaking like a jellyfish, but speaking the truth at the parliament, in Nigeria parliament. Listen to him. He was crying. This thing is not very recent, though. This is when the heat was boiling. And these people, for more than, in fact, before Tinubu came in, these senators, most of them, they no longer go back to their villages. Especially, for example, senators from Zamfara, they no longer go back to Zamfara. Senators from Adamawa, hey, they are now living in Abuja. Senators, even though some of them in Biafra land, they are no longer going home. Somebody like Hope Uzodinma is now living in Abuja. Are you aware? Many of them, they are no longer going home. At this point, because this man, Smart Adeyemi, he likes his village. He used to go whenever he wants to. And maybe he used to have a girlfriend in Meduguri that he normally goes to visit in Meduguri. You know, he'll fly in and out and come. And right now, he can no longer enjoy that pleasure. You know, he now lives in Abuja. He was crying. We need foreign help. Oh. Let us call for foreign help. At this time, Donald Trump have not even, come into power in this second term of Donald Trump. It has not even started. Listen to this Afonja, senator, as he was crying helplessly at the National Assembly. Listen to him.
Mr. President, I rise to support the motion. I'm Smart ADEYEMI, and I represent the good people of Kogi West. And like Mr. President will attest to it, I personify the masses of this country. And each time I speak from the language of the man on the streets. Mr. President, insecurity is a serious problem today in Nigeria. And there comes a time when you cannot but speak the truth, irrespective of the sentiments you may share. Today, Mr. President, all of us have been threatened. Our families, our nation, our state. Order. A lot have been said this morning, Mr.
Do you know that somebody was calling him to a point of order? A terrorist inside them, another sponsor of Boko Haram. As this man was stating the obvious, somebody was calling him to a point of order.
President,
Remember, at this time, look at beside this man is Olurami Tinubu, Tinubu's wife. Look at him there. Look at her there. So this was obviously during the tenure of the impostor, Buhari. That was when this man was crying in the National Assembly. Olurami Tinubu was still a senator there, not first lady. Now, somebody was calling to a point of order and knocking the point of order. Follow up, oh.
I personify the masses of this country. And each time I speak from the language of the man on the street. Mr. President, insecurity is a serious problem today in Nigeria. And there comes a time when you cannot but speak the truth, irrespective of the sentiments you may share. Today, Mr. President, all of us have been threatened. Our families, our nation, our state. Order. A lot have been said this morning, Mr. President, and I want to thank you for giving us time to speak expressly on this issue. Like my sister was saying, there comes a time when talk will talk itself. There comes a time when truth will become like a torchlight in the midst of silence. So you are forced to talk. Mr. President, we need not run away from the fact that more than ever before in the history of our nation, this is the worst instability we are facing. In fact, this is worse than the Civil War. Mr. President, the solution is very simple.
This is worse than the Civil War. Mr. President, the solution is very simple.
The solution is very simple. Today, there are a lot of misgiving, a lot of misinterpretations of what is happening. Some people believe, some people in government are supporting this move. Some people believe, some people sponsor those who are destabilizing our nation within the country. The answer is very simple. We cannot pretend that we are capable of confronting the situation in our hands. America, as powerful as they are, when the pandemic came, got to a point that China had to claim, they came to their rescue. We shouldn't pretend that we needed foreign support now. Let nobody deceive us, Mr. President. A lot of billions of naira have been voted for security services. Nothing is coming out of it. We wouldn't wait until our nation gets bombed. Let us shout and call for foreign support. I am a APC man and I've been supporting my party. But the president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You will not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire. The president must rise to the occasion. It costs us nothing to get foreign support. We must rise to the occasion. We must bring in people to save this country, or else we will be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter.
He was calling for foreign support, oh. They were crying for foreign support. Crying, foreign support. We are consumed, or we are dying. We are going, the nation is down, foreign support. This was during the time of Boko Haram.
We must bring in people to save this country, or else we will be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter for history. Whenever the history of this period will be written, whatever is our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer.
Okay.
It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are not free.
Okay.
The president must rise to the occasion. There is no nation that is so powerful that doesn't need support of other nations. Individual cannot say you will leave the world without any other person with you. So we must rise. The situation is our security system has collapsed. It has failed. And because it has failed, we need to look for foreign support. It costs Nigeria nothing Forget the ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nation. Today, we are facing serious problem.
He admitted there openly at the Senate that their security architecture has collapsed and that they are no longer secured in Nigeria. Are you listening? This was a senator more than 4 years ago.
The ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nation. Today, we are facing serious problem. If our nation is to survive this period, I'm not in doubt that the security architecture we have today cannot cope with what we are facing. Every part of this country is threatened. From the north to the south, nobody is safe. Nobody can travel 50 kilometers in our nation. I feel like shedding tears for a country that we grew up, where nobody harass you when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri.
Okay.
I done it in time past. Today, I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born.
He used to travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. He has done it in time past. He used to go and do a one bag, traveling as he wants. He has done it severally in time past. But this time around, he cannot even travel to Kaduna from Abuja. He cannot even. He is trapped where he is in Abuja. No more Oringo. It is done. Nigeria is finished. And he was crying, we need foreign support. We need foreign support. Oh, we are gone. More than 4 years ago. Today, Donald Trump, who has saw everything, that insecurity have affected people that Donald Trump have the same faith with Christians. They have become at the receiving end. Then Donald Trump said, okay, instead of you crying, I am coming. I am coming. I am not coming to fight Nigeria. I am coming to fight the enemies of Nigeria. Are you listening? I am not coming to fight Nigeria. I am coming to fight the enemies of Nigeria. And those enemies of Nigeria are here at the Senate together with this ADEYEMI. And as he's speaking, they are telling him, shut up, because they know they are the ones making sure that insecurity continues. That's foreign support that ADEYEMI was crying for. They didn't want it. Now it has started coming without them even asking for it. They are opposing it. I don't know whether this man is still in the Senate. If he's still in the Senate, I'm sure he'll be still very, very happy now. Just watching and seeing that help is coming. Hey, hopefully, maybe after this help, I'll be able to go to Maiduguri. And hopefully, after this help, I'll be able to move around again the way I used to. If he's no longer in the Senate, maybe he has retired back to his village, he will now be considering, hey, hopefully now that help is coming. But some people amongst him there, they never wanted that help. ADEYEMI, I want you to finish.
50 kilometers in our nation. I feel like shedding tears for a country that we grew up, where nobody harass you when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. I done it in time past. Today, I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born. The president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes.
He said they should shut down the National Assembly. If they cannot save the country, there is no need gathering in the National Assembly. Shut it down. It got to the point where a member of the National Assembly was calling for a shutdown because he felt that this thing is becoming too much. They cannot handle it again. Shut this assembly down. Listen to him. Let me hear him say it again.
For our nation, we must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes. Our country is bleeding. People are in poverty. There's no food. People are hungry. Insecurity is threatening us. We cannot pretend. It's better we're not here. Than to not see that here. People are dying. Every day Nigerians are dying. We must rise to the occasion. As for me, Mr. President.
This man was crying. The man was literally crying. The man was visibly shedding tears because he knew that people amongst him there, their names have been released though. United Arab Emirates have released the names of some of his colleagues that are sitting down there with him that are responsible for this nonsense, for this evil. You know? And he said, let us shut it down. But they will not, no, they won't even listen to him. You know why? They are part of the people that have brought some of the, this kind of message that they believe in. I want you to listen to the kind of message that these blood-sucking demons believe in. Listen to this. Just listen to it. Hold on. I want to play it for you. This is the message that people like Sheikh Gumi is preaching to them. All the people you see crying on the street and saying, Donald Trump, what are you coming to do? And displaying the effigies of Donald Trump and burning the flags of America. These are their preachers. People like Pantami and the rest of them listen to the kind of things they believe and the kind of religious system they believe. And the reason why this government, APC, is called a terrorist government, because they cover up for preachers that are inundating their people with this kind of message, and it's going on and it's spreading like wildfire, and they are ready to terminate everyone that doesn't believe in Islam and to make sure they establish an Islamic state, like a Talibanic state, like Afghanistan. In Nigeria. And when we talk about it, some people will come to do damage control for Tinubu and the rest of them. Listen to their messages. Hold on. Just try and be reading the subtitle or listen carefully as you will, be listening to the English interpretation, because this is crazy. This sermon they preach, and you see them, they are already in Europe or everywhere, scattering everywhere. They say they want to take over the whole world. Now listen to the kind of message.
Continue. There's a lot to kill. If you are hungry and about to die, and you see a living walking apostate, you should kill him and eat him. And you should also come and make sure that apostate to Neon and slaughter him for yourself. Fry him and eat him. You cook him.
كهوري ميت كوري العنيسو ولو أكل آدمي ميتني عادقة أسوق سيسر عنيسة إنات كريس الله ما أقول طب إنات صارتوت كريس الله سوق سيسو
eating while the flesh is still wet and it is also allowed if you are in a fight with an apostate and you enjoy him, you are allowed for him to eat him alive.
لأنهما غير معصومين غير
محترمين.
لا قتل ذمي ومستعمل.
Especially his apostate who is paying you he's alive.
لأنه حوي أمان كان سنة إلى اللي ومستعملنا والله ميت كي بالن كلا الكتاب لودن كوسو مرتين أصونا عزم إليه والسبيل حربين أصونا ولا أقول يا لو حكوري وحأصحى قال كي رأي ذمك هاي إنقان كان يهوي ذي حربية هاي يوان ربعين أظن نبتو كابع عايزين تأدي الأصح يحل قتل السبي أي الحربي والمرأة الحربيين للأكل باللود لا لغيره. لماذا؟ حلينا هاي ميسنا هاي عندنا ميسنا هاي معصومي الدم بالأصل وإنما بانتفاء
It's the ability to kill them, to fight them every time. It's very strong. And for the woman in prison, the child in prison, they are blood news justification and 5 reasons to kill. Henry, èmi fúnra mi gan-an mo ṣe ń rí lè for the first time ni ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́ ẹ̀rí translation gbogbo àràbò tó sọ nínú fọ́nrán yìí. Islam gbà láyè pé èèyàn tó bá jẹ́ apostate ẹni tó ń ṣe Islam tẹ́lẹ̀ tó fi sílẹ̀ pé Islam gbà láyè pé ẹ lè pa jẹ kẹ pa kẹ sí kẹ dín kẹ jẹ àyàn ẹlẹ́ran ara o.
Are you listening to him? Even though I don't understand Yoruba completely, but you can hear what he's saying. They're saying the interpretation. An apostate is you that doesn't believe in their religion. They said they should, if they are hungry, they can use your body for food. They can eat you. The only people they are not allowed to eat are people that have submitted to their religion and have become their slave and is paying them tax. Just the way they have taken over the whole of Zamfara and the whole of Boronu. People are now living some local government area, almost all. They are taking over everywhere and people are now paying them tax. So those that are paying them tax, they are now slaves to them. So what it means is that you are their slave and they will not harm you. But they have taken over their land already in most of those places. They are trying to make sure they do it in Plateau, in Benue. They are coming close everywhere. That's why ADEYEMI was crying. Smart ADEYEMI was crying. The whole security architecture, because the Fulani government that brought in Tinubu, they have already systematically taken over everywhere. So Tinubu basically doesn't have control of anything. You saw recently there was a coup. They planned against Tinubu. How the tip-off came to Tinubu, we don't know. Tinubu survived it, but the people that did the coup today, you don't know anything that have been done to them. They are free. The only thing that Tinubu was able to do is to remove them and then put his own brothers that will guide him for the time he will stay in power. Yes, for the 4 years that he will stay in power, though, so his own brothers will guide him. But for these people that are ready to eat your flesh and drink your obara, Tinubu cannot do anything to them. As Donald Trump have intel to come and deal with them, Tinubu, because he knows that he doesn't have the will to do it, he's stopping Donald Trump. Donald Trump stop. And Adeboye is telling Tinubu, delay Donald Trump for another 100 days. So that you will come and do some propaganda as if you want to fight it. So that Donald Trump will go. You will finish your year. And then this evil will continue. They will continue to eat flesh and drink blood of innocent people. And those that submit to them, they will allow them to move freely and leave. Can you imagine? Are you going to live like that? These are the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw. And he was fighting it, and he was exposing it, and he was telling you there is no way you can allow this to fester. For you to have a Nigeria like this, and you want me to be a part of it, God forbid, over my dead body, I will become a Biafran that I was born to be. I was never a Nigerian. My forefathers were never Nigerians. So since this is the reason Nigeria was created, continue with your Nigeria and then I will move away with my Biafra, because we were never Nigerians from the inception. This is what you stand to face. And this is what they are actually defending. Whether you like it or not. They will defend it and they will lie and make you believe, hey, we are a sovereign nation. We will protect ourselves. So all of a sudden, they want to promise you that they can protect you. They will fight. The Nigerian army are a great army. Nigerian army is gone. ADEYEMI, a senator that knows the truth, is crying and telling you the security architecture is gone. It is dead. If you do not call for backup, for foreign intervention, you are gone. You are as good as gone. Now that foreign intervention is coming for you, because they want to eradicate that evil. You are joining those that are saying they are coming to take our oil. They are coming to take our oil. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Which oil? Which oil? Listen to what these priests are saying, the Islamic priests. Sheikh Gumi, did you not see the Sultan of Sokoto? 2011, he told you, do not attack Boko Haram, because Boko Haram, they are our brothers. No wonder the Sultan of Sokoto was here defending Boko Haram. I will play that video this morning. There are many updates. I have not played this recently. I want to play it again to remind you, maybe those that are coming across my video for the first time, I saved this video to be able to continue to repeat it to you, so that you will know that this Sultan of Sokoto, as the leader of the Islamic, I'm not going to say anything about Nigeria, is the ones. They are the ones promoting this dear devil that are unaliving Christians, and they tell you that Boko Haram is a good thing. They are even coming to tell you that jihad is not a bad thing. That's what he said. The Sultan of Sokoto. I want to play it now. Listen to it again in case you have not heard it before. Now open your ears and listen.
I'm not going to say anything about insecurity or the way to end insecurity or whatever it is. No. I want to adopt all what's been said from the beginning of this program, because these are the ways and means of resolving such issues. But what President Jonathan said, I was expecting him to make a very strong comment about how he really dealt with the issue of Boko Haram, which he used both the military and myself and other stakeholders. But maybe he decided not to, because a book is coming after that from him on how I dealt with the Boko Haram issue. And let me also correct you, like I am happy to hear that the Boko Haram is not really Boko Haram. That's not their name. I'm glad to hear that from somebody who is not me. If I were the one who is saying though, somebody will say yes, because I know them.
Are you hearing it? He's telling you Boko Haram is not really their name. Somebody else is saying it. Thank God it's not me. If it were me now, you would say it is because I know them. He doesn't deny that he knows Boko Haram. And Boko Haram are the people that have infiltrated all and have invested their evil and have infiltrated every security architecture and have committed all the mayhem that Donald Trump is talking about. And they are the ones that Donald Trump is coming for. But this man is here telling you good things about Boko Haram. This is the Sultan of Sokoto. He is not a Nigerian. No. He is a Fulani man from Futajalon. He's not a Nigerian. He's a Fulani man from Futajalon. But right now, he is the more powerful person in Nigeria. Britain knows, and Britain are the one that took Nigeria and gave it to them. He said Boko Haram is not really their name. Listen.
Who is not me. If I were the one who is saying those, the Boko Haram is not really Boko Haram. That's not their name.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that from somebody who is not me. If I were the one who is saying those, somebody will say yes, because I know them. And that's not their name. Because I know that they never claimed Boko is haram.
Okay.
If you have listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to.
You see, he has privilege of listening to the audio because he knows how the audios were made. He arranged for the audios. They know he made the audios. He arranged the audios. He funded them. He funded them. He is the one sponsoring them. He is telling you what is recorded in their audio. He said he has a privilege. It is a privilege for him that he had listened to their audio of Boko Haram. He said, I had the privilege. You know when something is a privilege, what is privilege? Somebody help me, because I am not an Englishman. When something is a privilege, what is it? It is a blessing. It is a delight. It is something good. I am fortunate enough to have listened to it. So if it is a privilege, that means you appreciate it. It is something that is, quite welcoming. A privilege. It is not something that everybody is blessed to have to hear it. But for me, I am privileged to listen to their audio. Privilege. Sultan of Sokoto have the privilege of listening to the audio of Boko Haram. And he's saying it on live TV. I have the privilege. Oh my God. I want you to listen to it again. Privilege, Sultan. Privilege to be listening to Boko Haram message. Oh my God.
If you have listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to, they said they didn't. If you have listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to, if you have listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to,
privilege.
They said they didn't say Boko is haram, because so many of them have also gone to school. And they said you cannot open somebody's brain and remove the education in his head.
So he's telling you, do not look down on Boko Haram, because some of them, they'll go to school. They are also educated. Let me see the interpretation that somebody gave to privilege here. A privilege is special rights, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. Are you listening? That is what this man is enjoying. That's, in another word, it is an enjoyment. It is, an enjoyment that others are not having. But I have that privilege. I have privilege. Now he's also telling you that, look, some of you that are educated, Boko Haram, they also went to school. Oh. Don't think that you see them in ragtag, that they are Boko Haram. They also went to school. They're educated. You look at them, they're terrorists. No, you are the one that called them terrorists. The Sultan of Sokoto do not see them as terrorists. He see them as educated Boko Haram. Hello? Yes. They are celebrities to the Sultan. That is why he tell you, do not attack them because they are our army. He said they also went to school. What they are saying is that some people that went to school, they do. I want you to listen very well. You see this video? Have you people noticed that anytime I bring this video out, there is a new dimension to it? Have you people noticed so far that with the passion with which I so detest this son of Lucifer, evil, this brother of Adeboye? Do you know that this Sultan of Sokoto is a friend of Adeboye? Are you aware? Those of you that go to church with Adeboye as your pastor, Sultan of Sokoto is a friend of E.A. Adeboye. They are partners in crime. So put that in a pocket. You will see have the evidence one day, so that you will believe me. Some of you may not believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. Do you understand? So have you noticed that every day I come with passion to bring this video, there is a new dimension to it. There's a new revelation that will show you that these people are people we have no dealings with, people that we do not belong together. We are not supposed to ever be in the same country together. Privilege. And these people, they are educated. Don't joke with them. Oh. You are calling them Boko Haram. That is not their name. Listen again.
If you have listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to, they said they didn't say Boko is haram.
Okay.
Because so many of them have also gone to school.
They are also going to school.
And they said you cannot open somebody's brain and remove the education in his head.
Okay.
So he had already acquired that knowledge, that education. He's an engineer, he's a doctor, he's whatever it is.
Yeah.
What they are saying is that those who have gone to school and are educated are leading bad governments.
Okay, so he's now explaining to you, the Boko Haram are telling you that those that are educated, those that are doctors, whatever, they are leading bad government. So in other words, Boko Haram, they are actually doing the work of God. They are trying to expose people that are bad in the government. That's what he's telling you. Okay, mommy, thank you. Thank you. You see, privilege also means a great honor. Oh, welcome to class this morning. Thank you, mommy. So this man is honored, and now he is in a very prestigious position to interpret to you the gospel according to Boko Haram. And he's the only one. In fact, if other people do it, you may not take it seriously. But is Sultan of Sokoto the highest figure in Islam in Nigeria? Sultan of Sokoto is the highest authority of Islam in Nigeria. Am I lying? Sultan of Sokoto is the highest authority of Islam in Nigeria. Somebody come and debunk me. Can anybody come and debunk me? If there is any decision that will be taken Islamically in Nigeria today, it has to be between the Sultan of Sokoto and the president of Nigeria. You have seen him. Already, I saw an Hausa man that was complaining and saying, how can the Sultan of Sokoto be representing us, we the Hausa people? He's not a Nigerian, he's not an Hausa man, but he's the one that is representing you. He's the highest authority of Hausa in Nigeria. Are you following me? So he is now explaining and telling you that, look, these Boko Haram people, they are also educated. They are preaching this and that. Look at the way they preach. He's interpreting it.
His head. So he had already acquired that knowledge, that education. He's an engineer, he's a doctor, he's whatever it is. What they are saying is that those who have gone to school and are educated are leading bad governments. What they're after is the issue of bad governance.
What they're after is the issue of bad governance. They are not after people. So that means anybody they take their lives, yeah, there must be something bad with you. So we are not going to blame them for taking the life of anybody because they are after bad governance. So you must have been supporting bad governance before they will come and take your life. So what they are actually after is the issue of bad government. This man is talking about Boko Haram. Don't forget, Boko Haram.
Those who have gone to school and are educated are leading bad governments. What they're after is the issue of bad governance because they want to be free. They want to do whatever they feel they should do.
So even the Boko Haram, they want to be free. They want to do whatever they feel they should do. They want to be free also. They are only after bad governance.
And I want to correct
now.
And I'm glad this is carried on TV.
Now, this man is not, he is happy that this thing is saying is being carried on live TV. So he knows that you and I are watching. He knows that everybody's watching. He knows that Donald Trump will see this video and he doesn't care. He knows that European Union will see this video. He doesn't care. He knows that the president of Finland, the shameless president of Finland, Alexander Stubb, and all the shameless political system in Finland that granted Nigeria's wish by sentencing Simon Ekpa for 6 years. He knows that they will see this video. In case they didn't see it, Van is bringing it to them to see. He knows that Finland will see this video and he doesn't care. He knows that Finland is the one that Simon Ekpa is the one that exposed the Abuja declaration that he and his colleagues made sure that everybody knew what they were planning against Nigeria and against freedom in Nigeria. He knows that Simon Ekpa is the one that debunked them and exposed them and was making sure that Biafra is free because of Abuja declaration. He knows. Finland, you didn't know? We are now telling you. So he's telling you this is live TV. I know, and I don't care.
And I want to correct, and I'm glad this is carried on TV live.
Live.
I want to correct this wrong notion that people, non-Muslims, hold about jihad.
Jihad.
Jihad is not to kill a non-Muslim by a Muslim. Jihad means to strive. And in whatever you do in life, you strive to be the best you can be. You strive to be a good Muslim. You strive to be a good Christian. You strive to be a good farmer or a good engineer. So jihad is not to kill a non-Muslim. That's a wrong notion people have been airing out for decades. And I wrote a foreword on a book.
Hey, are you hearing the people of the world? Jihad now have a new interpretation according to the Sultan of Sokoto.
Across the world, published by the King of Jordan. And I wrote that forward, and I believe that book will be brought back again. It was about 13, 14 years ago.
Okay.
And it talked about the uses and abuses of jihad. Because at the back of the book, I remember very well, because they said one of the most fearsome word a non-Muslim would hear is the word jihad. And it's true because people have already given it a very negative connotation, but it is not.
It is not.
And so let's live here with that notion that, look, jihad is to strive, it's not to kill a non-Muslim. Because as we know as Muslims, it's in the Holy Quran, you cannot take somebody's life without due process. You cannot kill somebody. Because they said to kill a life, take a life or kill somebody, it's like taking the whole of humanity. That's without being following due process. But these are things that scholars will talk to you about. So let's live here with this notion that jihad is not to kill, because we are living peacefully with one another.
So that's it. I think my time is up. Now you are listening to the Sultan of Sokoto is telling you that, look, whenever you hear the word jihad, feel at home, feel at peace. When they tell you, jihad, it's a good thing. So don't make your mind no cuts when they say jihad. So jihad is something good. Jihad is coming, to strive and all that. It is a peaceful thing. Is that what you see about jihad, or you know about jihad? Now you have heard them. They have come out. They have showed themselves. And we are nipping it on the board. Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States of America. Look at them. Now them be that. Come and save the people of your faiths. I am Raphael Chamaka Ajere, a.k.a. Pastor Vam, the acting minister of information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I leave you with this. the peace of Yehoshua, the peace of Chukwokika Biama be with you all until I see you again in my next video. Airborne, share this one and make it go viral. We will be back with more updates. Today, I want to appreciate Biafrans all over in Biafra land that are making sure that this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day